Hiker Jay here. This week I'm talking about a Joby Telepod. It is the Telepod Pro. This is their best version. They've got multiple versions, but this is the one that goes up to 2 pounds. It's something that I've changed over to from my regular just grip, and I really love the options that this gives me, mainly to be able to telescope and to have that ball joint. I'm going to tell you all about it in this video today. If this is the first time to my channel, thanks for stopping by. If you could hit subscribe, would love to have you along. I put out new videos every week on outdoor gear. And as always, all the links to all the products that I talk about are down in the description down below. Now let's get into this review. Now I got this grip 2 months ago and I've been using it pretty much exclusively for my vlogging and filming. And I really like it. The difference is I used to use just a regular grip that goes into a tripod and you can sit down, and that has been awesome. Really love this one, and I've done reviews on it before. You've seen it before. But what I like about this is that it telescopes. So it telescopes out. So it's a telepod. Telescope, pod is tripod. So that's pretty awesome. That feature is really great. One thing I want to say right off the bat, it's not made for really heavy cameras. Certainly a GoPro, perfect for it. I do use my Canon M50 on it, and I used that when I was filming at the Outdoor Expo about a month ago, and I used the Canon M50 exclusively on this, and it worked great. So what are some of the features that they built into this that makes it stand out from other grip pods? Of course it telescopes, which we'll talk about in a minute, but it has a ball joint up top here, which I really like. I'm going to put the camera on here so I can better illustrate the angles that it'll give you. So you have a ball joint, and I was worried about this ball joint not holding well enough and it like falling down, but I have not had that happen once, even with the heavier camera on it. But what's great about it is you're able to just quickly give yourself that type of an angle and start filming. And then if you want to set it down, you can do it. You can do that as well. Now, the one thing that I'm a little bit disappointed with, but I've just adjusted to it, is that when this tripod, the teleporting part is all the way down, it has this piece right here. It won't go into tripod mode. So I always just bring it up about an inch and then spin it back, and then it'll go into tripod mode. So honestly, I've left this gap here all the time. I always leave it up just a little bit, just so that I can be filming, and it's a little higher than normal filming this way, but if I need to, I can just put it on a desk real quick, set it down, frame it up, and then start talking. So that's worked fine. Just know that you'd have to leave that little bit of a grip or gap there to make it work. One last thing about the ball joint is that the attachment is just your regular standard camera attachment, and it does come with an adapter to hook a GoPro styled one. That's great. This Ulanzi version 2 that they come out with this case, absolutely love this. You can check out my review up here on the right. This is probably by far the best GoPro vlogging camera case that you can get, but it comes with the regular camera mount on the bottom. So it's really kind of balanced well with this Joby Telepod. Now let's talk about the grip before we talk about the telescoping. So the grip is all rubberized, really like that, but most importantly, the feet are rubberized. So when you set it out, it's not going to just slide out. It's going to stay. It's very much rubber grip, and I like that about it. It also has a hand grip, which I haven't used that much. But if you're worried you're like over water or something, you can certainly put your hand into it, you can tighten it up, and then if you dropped it, you would be able to catch it. It might take a smack on something, but if you're over water, that might be important because you just put your hand up and hold your camera up and keep it from hitting. But I've kept it on here, the strap on the grip, but I haven't really used it much. But I just kind of like it as an added piece there of safety. So you can take it off. It's totally adjustable where you can open it up and take it off as well. Now the last piece about the tripod is, again, you have to take that center piece and move it up about an inch or so that you can clear and set it down right. Not only the ball joint and the grip pieces what really attracted me to this grip, but it's Joby as well, which is a great company, but most importantly is the telescoping piece. So it has 3 actual pieces that telescope, and what you do is it has it right here, you know, lock, unlock, but you basically just spin it and you pull it up and then you spin it back. To do the upper ones, you just grab it like that. A little tall, so I'll just bring it down a little bit. So as you can see, it can telescope, and you can set it and have a little more height with it. Now with it being able to telescope like this, I like that because you can change the height, whether you're usually filming on a desk or setting on a picnic table or something like that. It really lets you adjust that height, and it sticks really well. Like I said, I had a heavier camera on here, had no problem holding it. And you might want to know what the distance is. It goes from 10 inches to 28 inches. So it does have a pretty good extension, but nothing like it. It's obviously over 2 foot, which is great, but it's not going to be something you're going to be able to sit on the ground and stand up in front of. But you can set it on something, and another thing too that you can do is just get a wider shot, a further shot out like this. And I really like that part because sometimes I feel like my face is taking up the entire camera. So it's great to actually have something where you can get further away, have a couple more people in it, and of course I've got the GoPro 7, so that's got amazing stabilization. So even if I like wobble a little bit, it's going to take care of that for me. Joby has multiple types of these telepods. This one is actually the Pro version, so it holds over 2 pounds when it's extended at its furthest length. And I wanted that because I knew that I was going to be using my larger camera, but a lot of times using my GoPro, I just liked something that was a little bit stronger. So you can get one that's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, but I really like the Pro version because it gives you that strength and stability. It's really made well. Like, this is all aluminum casted. Now these are rubberized, and the actual teleporting part is a plastic, but it's a stronger plastic, holds really well. Metal ball joint up here, so it just comes with some really good parts. So I really like the Pro version. Now if you're looking for a new hand grip for filming, for vlogging, I would say this one, go with it. You know me, I've been using that one for so long, the same one for so long, and for me to change was a big deal. But having that ball joint at the top and then the extending telescoping in the middle, and well as the nice rubberized grip with the rubber points and everything, has really kind of expanded opportunities for me and ease of use when it comes to vlogging. So I'd say the Joby Telepod Pro is definitely a win. I would go for it. If you're interested in it, the link is down below in my description. Until next time, just remember, life's a hike, so hike happy.